What's going on, YouTube? It's James from Fantasy Battle Report's got another battle report for you today. It's Buckeye Battles GT 2019, round number 1. Guys, welcome to Buckeye Battles. Now, Buckeye Battles, I got a couple comments before we get to my game versus Mr. Phil Blake. Alright, so first off, Buckeye Battles is the number 1 GT. If you're going to go to America and do a GT, that is the GT to go to. And if you're in America, I don't know why you're not going to this GT. There's usually 100 players. This year is the first year in 4 years that I've gone that it's been under 100 players. It was around 89 or so, which is still a lot of people to show up for a GT. It's in the Midwest. It's in Ohio. But not only that, it has throughout the years, the first year was semi-competitive, and that was because I was playing at the top tables. I was like, I think I got to like 10th place or 11th place my first time, and I went undefeated. I didn't have any huge wins. That was my first year that I was actually with Team USA when I went to Greece. But I did play tough opponents, and I do remember that. My second year was the year that I actually won it all at 2017. But I do feel like the opponent quality in this GT in the last 2 years has increased. Meaning that there was a lot less people. There's more people that I recognize this year as good players than I have in previous years. Previous years, I've gone there and I'm like, you know, the top half players. Of course, you'd be like, oh, it's those guys who are on Team USA or those top players at every tournament. This year, it felt like everybody was. Everybody was like somebody, and I was like, Jesus Christ, there was a lot of good players at this tournament, which is that says a lot for. The American meta, that it's getting to that competitive level, which is pretty good. B, it shows that how dedicated the players are that are showing up to the Buckeyes still, meaning that if we did have like a 20-person drop-off, those 20 people could have been those people that you are like, who are those people? Anyways, talking about that, let's keep on going. Let's get into the Buckeye games against Mr. Phil Blake. Also, let me see. I still haven't been playing much. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. This weekend at Buckeyes really kick-started. This better not be another scam likely. It's not a scam likely, but I'm still going to ignore it because I have no idea who the fuck's calling from North Carolina. Alright. I haven't been playing much. I think honestly between the last tournament and this tournament, I haven't played a single game, which has been about a month. I haven't had much time to min-max my list. Min-max meaning that minimize usage of points and maximize my potential of those points. So basically, I'm playing with a list that I just found is balanced. I did okay at Corner Hammer. I did okay at Wicked. And basically, let's just see how it goes. I think that a lot of my success at Wicked and at Corner Hammer was just my previous knowledge of the game rules and game mechanics. But since at Buckeyes the notch is, you know, dialed up to 11 here, I think that a little bit more of my just dumb luck and dumb knowledge of the game isn't going to be enough. I need to literally bring out a little bit more on strategy. Excuse me. Which we'll see how these games go. Now, let's go over what Phil Blake has brought. I've already been rambling for about 3.5 minutes. Alright, so this is Mr. Phil Blake here, and right now at Buckeye Battles, for those of you who don't know, who've never been to Buckeye Battles, or for those of you who haven't watched any of my videos of Buckeye Battles from before, or anybody who's never watched a damn Buckeye Battles to begin with, never been to Buckeye Battles, guys, we do a blind deployment. Blind deployment is this giant piece of cardboard's in my way. I can't see shit. I don't know where he's deploying. He's assuming where I deploy. A lot of people, I've done it several times where I pretend like I'm deploying on one side. I'm really not. I'm deploying on the other side. But you really don't know what your opponent's doing. Now, just so you know, we roll off to see who gets what side. Now, his side had a giant building. I fucking hate buildings in my deployment zone. I fucking hate buildings in my deployment zone. It splits up my army. It's always so annoying to fucking try to squeeze your guys in on one half of the table. Then they got the other half of the table. The good news is it's hold the center. Also, the other thing, too, is you can see where those 2 red marks are, basically are where the building is. I win the roll-off. I pick this side. Not only do I pick this side, but I actually win the roll-off and go first. That being said, he is playing Undying Dynasties. We'll go over his list really quick, but basically my wizard has to be in the unit of chariots because he will just divination me off the fucking table. My leadership bubble's pretty huge. My original plan was just to keep the goblins in the center, shoot whatever side I need to shoot, but at the same time, just take the objective with the goblins and let my savages and squigs go out and fight, right? Now, we'll see how this game goes. As you can see, here's his deployment, and let's go over this as much as I can. He has, in the forest, those baby blue skeleton cavalry, 5 of them. He actually has 3 units of them, and he has 2 units of Tomb Reapers. One of them's hiding behind the building, but one of them's in the forest. He has 2 units of cataphracts, about 6 in each unit. Then he has a bunker with skeleton warriors with hand, weapon, shield. He also has a bunker of archers. Then he has an ambushing unit of skeletons. Very standard. We were on a YouTube channel. We were on Skaven and AZ's channel. We were talking. Both of us were on this. Phil Blake and I were talking about lists. How do we think who's going to do what in Buckeyes? And we talked about our match because we were going to play in round 1. We are playing in round 1. Phil was extremely confident, and confident is the nicest way I could say it about him beating me in this match. Now, in all fairness, like I said, I'm out of practice. My list is not optimized. But I don't think that I have a bad chance. I don't really see much that he has that's going to just like run me over, more or less. But we're going to see how this goes. Let's go over turn 1. And for those of you guys who are wondering what I brought, it's in my last like 15 videos or so. It's the same freaking list. I have Thaumaturgy, I have Pyromancy. I don't think I brought a Binding Scroll. Maybe if I did, I only have 1, but I don't really remember. I got my Bazooka, the Horde. I got the Squad. I got my General on a Wyvern, I got my Savage Orcs, I got my K-Pack, and my 2 units of Chaff, and my Squigs. Anyways, as you can see, this is how I moved. I really was kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Hesitant of moving up with my Chaff. I'm trying to keep everything in my General's bubble, and then my Squigs are basically holding one flank, but I'm afraid of going into the forest, because if I go into the forest, I'll lose my Steadfast, shit like that. Anyways, Magic, go ahead and I do a Pyroclastic Flow, and I end up taking out 1 unit of Chaff. My goblins here with bows ended up picking off the last guy and let that Shy Ambulance go by. I hate it when they beep their horn like that. It's just obnoxious. Is that back-to-back Shy Ambulances? Let the motherfucker turn. Anyways, alright. So yeah, so my squad ends up killing off the last Chaff. I think Pyroflow did 4 wounds, and then the bows did 1 more wound. Over here, my guys on this side ended up picking off 1 more guy, but then after this, I can't see them because I only picked off the 1 guy on the one side. And that's about it. It's going to start off his turn. Undying Dynasties turn 1. Undying Dynasties turn 1. He's going to go ahead and move his cataphracts in front of the wall, or behind the wall, I should say. He chaffs my chariots with his 1 unit of chaff, and he has his Tomb Reapers on the other side. And basically, that's how it looks. Over here, he's going to start shooting into me. I think his magic was pretty ineffective, and a lot of his stuff was probably out of range. I think he did not have a huge... He might have had a master, but I think a lot of it just was out of range. So he ends up just killing off a couple of my savages with shooting, and it's going to start off turn 2. Turn 2! Orcs and Goblins. I chaff him with my left unit of dogs. For whatever fucking reason, I didn't just ram his chaff with my chariots, probably because I was afraid of losing Baxter. Maybe I wanted to do Pyro on him. Maybe I thought I was going to kill him with Pyro. I have the squad actually turn to shoot at these guys. Now, I can't shoot him with the Doom Diver, whatever. That doesn't really matter, to be honest, okay? But I have over 32 shots to shoot these fuckers, plus Pyromancy. I should be able to take them out. Do I? No. You'll see, as you'll see. I chapped this cataphracts with my damn dogs, and I'm going to go ahead and I left my other dogs basically in a spot where they're not going to get charged, and nobody could really see them. They could get shot at, but I have my leadership bubble there. Magic, go ahead and I do a Scorching Salvo. Ends up killing off 3 of these guys, but 1 guy lives. And then I shoot at him, and I fucking fail to kill him. Motherfucker. I got a Doom Diver that I forgot about that we ended up going back for. So my Doom Diver shoots into his Tomb Reapers, kills 1, and let's go into his turn. Turn 2! Undying Dynasties. Undying Dynasties turn 2. Charges into my dogs. He doesn't give a fuck. I think he actually takes DTs because they're constructs, maybe? I don't remember. He gets in, of course. Over here, he pops up his unit of ambushers, which, la-di-da. Yeah, that's how the table looks. He backs up on the other side away from the squigs. He was actually pretty scared of the squigs at first. I don't know why, to be honest. And then he chaffs up my damn chariots and my savages. He goes in and he puts up Stars Align, which this time I'm like, whatever, I'm not going to even bother hitting these guys. And he shoots at my dogs, but he only does 1 wound to the dogs. It's going to start off my turn, Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. As you can see, did he even not... Oh, no, I used my dogs. I used my other dogs to chaff his cataphracts again. I charged in with the savages. Contemplated charging in with the general, but it was just not worth it. And then I go ahead and I move my chariots all the way to the left side, and basically I separated Baxter so that way if the chariots do charge in, they don't take Baxter with them. So Baxter's off to the side. I have to finish off that one last fucking cavalry unit right there. Now all his chaff should be dead. Technically, right here should be my turning point of this match. Right here should be my turning point. I chaffed them. I have everything in good positioning. The only thing that's going to really die is my fucking Doom Diver. Oh well. Alright. Magic, go ahead and do a Cascading Fire. I kill that guy. Scorching Salvo. End up doing another wound onto these guys here. And these guys here. Kill off a couple of his skeleton warriors. And then basically that's how the table looks. We're going to go over turn 3. Undying Dynasties. Look at me stutter. Jesus Christ. Turn 3, Undying Dynasties. He's charging into my Doom Divers. He's charging in like so. Now he does make a major mistake here. This is a major mistake in strategy. He is assuming that he charges here. He double charges. Now, if I was to lose combat, which I probably will, and flee, he would flee into the direction of my savages with his cataphracts. The thing is, it's 4 dogs. He's going to kill my dogs. So he was already assuming that even if he kills the dogs, he could choose the path of the overrun. And I go, no, if you wipe out the dogs are dead. There's nobody to run that way. And you could overrun straight with just the Tomb Reapers or run straight with just the cataphracts. But basically, you're not going to be able to get both units into my damn savages, which was a major mistake on his part. And then he's like, well, I probably should try not to kill them, which is pretty damn impossible, to be honest. Not impossible. I couldn't kill a fucking damn skeleton cavalry. Anyways, over here he does do a couple wounds onto my Doom Diver, but he did 1 wound to my Doom Diver, and my Doom Diver ended up doing 4 wounds back. What? Oh, that's horrible. Oh my god. Anyways, I lost my picture. Okay, right here. Oh, over here he's just gonna. He ended up putting, I think, on Magic. He put Know Thy Enemy onto these guys, and he was buffing them up because this is before he realized that he's gonna not get into my savages. He's buffing them up, and I'm like, all right, you can keep buffing them. It's cool. It's cool. So I gave him Know Thy Enemy. Gave him Stars Align. He gave the other guys, I think, rerolls to I don't know what it is. Probably Scrying. And over here, these guys are going to start shooting into something. It doesn't really matter. He does break my Doom Diver with the skeletons, and because I think he has like a charge, 2 ranks, banner, wound, or some shit like that. And I end up losing the damn Doom Diver, but it's okay because I left my goblins here to pick it up. And then over here, he does overrun with the Tomb Reapers as he decided, but basically that's how it's going to look. Now, technically, he's not on the hill. Right here, you can see a very clear picture. He's not on the hill, but it's going to go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 4? 3? 4? 3? I don't know. 3 or 4. And I'm going to give you guys a 5-second warning on a 5, 4, 3, 2, Wog! I'm going to charge in with the Wog. Now, listen to this. My K-Pack needs, I think, a 10 or a 9 to get in from here into the flank of his cataphracts. If I could get that in, I'm going to charge my general in, and I should be able to just destroy this unit. Thinking back about this is probably a little bit more risky, and I wonder if my general could have seen the Tomb Reapers and just charged into the Tomb Reapers and call it a day. I'm not really sure. I don't really know. But the fact that my general's going in, my general can only touch 1, which is fine. That means I'm going to be able to fuck up 1 really good. His guy is giving regen onto, I think, that unit, or maybe the Tomb Reapers. I don't really remember which one his general gives regen to. But if I could get into that unit, hit him with the impact hits, hit him with the flank charge, hit him with my general, I should be able to pretty much wipe out the cataphracts unit, right? So, I'm going to go ahead and charge my squigs here, which need like a 10. They fail, alright? My fucking general goes in, but my chariots fail to charge, and this is the first time this tournament they let me down. This is the first time of many that they let me down. And you know what? You know who reminds me of this? Phil fucking Carl. Phil fucking Carl tells me that he doesn't like the K-Pack, that they're hit or miss. Last tournament, they were my first place MVP. They took over 5,000 points in damage last tournament. This tournament, so far, this is a giant goose egg because they fucking failed to get into that flank. Jesus Christ. Alright. My savages are stuck where they're at, and basically I try to back up. I turn my goblins into bus formation because I realize Bazooka and the Horde are going to be needed for combat res very soon. Maybe steadfast, maybe whatever. My squad actually charges to that 20-man block of skeletons that ambushed, and just so I don't have to worry about a back threat. And my witchcraft doctor, the prophet, walked out of the unit mainly because I don't want to lose him inside that Bazooka and the Horde unit. Magic got a 5 on the flux. Go ahead and I do bring the pain onto these guys. I go ahead and I do deceptive glamour to lower his weapon skill and agility, so hopefully he could swing at the same time or something. I don't even know what it was. Maybe just so I could hit him easier. I think it was to hit him easier. Over here shooting, I'm going to shoot a Doom Diver into his Cataphracts, kill off a Cataphract. Over here, I ended up killing off one of his Tomb Reapers. His other Tomb Reaper, though, is going to stick there, and I just reform into ranks. Over here, I ended up killing off 4 guys. He ended up killing off a couple of mine, but we stick, and I'm just going to reform. Over here, Jesus fucking Christ, he did 3 wounds! 3 wounds onto my general. My general is, like, made out of paper. I swear to freaking God. And then basically I'm able to, I think, kill 1, maybe. I don't even think I win. Do I win? Or he's steadfast anyways, but it didn't fucking matter. It didn't fucking matter. 3 wounds. He's like, so he made a comment. He was like, he goes, I wouldn't have charged your general, and when I have stars aligned with that rerolls to ward save, I didn't make a fucking ward save to begin with. It was one thing if I made 2 ward saves and those 2 ward saves rerolled and I failed them both, right? But no, I didn't make a single fucking ward save to begin with. I freaking went in, he did his damage, I freaking I fail. I think he did 3 wounds total, and I fail all 3 armors, all 3 wards, and I just take 3 damage. What the fuck? It's going to start off his turn. Undying Dynasties turn 4. Undying Dynasties turn 4. He's going to charge into the squigs here, and he moves his Reapers into position here. I think this was a major fuck up on his part. He does benefit from it, but I think it's a major fuck up on his part. He goes ahead and he does know the enemy onto these guys really can't do much about it. He goes ahead and he does, like, it looks like scrying on the guys up there. And then over here, close combat, my savages ended up wiping out the last Tomb Reaper. Good for them. They did really good. I'm actually really proud of them. My general ends up killing off 2 of his guys, 2 of his fucking Cataphracts, and there goes another Shy Ambulance, guys. Yeah. Hurry up. Alright. So, my general ends up killing off 2 of his Cataphracts, right? But he ends up killing my fucking general, which was, I kind of expected at this point that it happened exactly the same. Exactly the fucking same as Jeremy Kachuk's game, where my general charges in thinking he's going to do so many wounds, and he just fucking flubs, and they just pick out extra wounds. And they're like strength 4 guys doing it. That's the bullshit part. So he ends up killing off my general, right? Whatever. Now he puts himself so it's a front charge for the savages. I get that, right? And then over here, close combat, I actually somehow stick. He kills a bunch. No, I don't. I think I blow up. I'm pretty sure I do blow up. I killed off 1. He kills off a lot more. I don't have a picture of the aftermath, but I'm pretty sure I blow up. Start off turn 5, Orcs and Goblins. Now, we've already wasted 4 turns. I think that my opponent played very conservatively, and now that the game is starting to get going, it's about to finish faster than anything. Alright, so here it is. I have a 16-inch charge with my chariots into the Cataphracts. Since my fail charge put me slightly on the hill, I'm able to see it. Right? Actually, I got to see it on the left side anyways. My chariots, my K-Pack, can get in on a 7. 7 Swift Stride. I should be able to hit the Cataphracts. I was contemplating charging into Savages. If I charge into Savages, those Savages have to take majority of the frontage because they're single models that are smaller. So the K-Pack would only fit like 1 in, and I'd probably hit the fucking terrain, all that. What I'm planning on doing is just sticking out on the right side and overrunning into those freaking Tomb Reapers. So, the best way to do this is charge the K-Pack into the Cataphracts, charge Bazooka and the Horde into the flank of the Tomb Reapers. Alright, that is left there. Alright? Now, if everything goes off, I'll be able to bust his Cataphracts, bust his Tomb Reapers, overrun into his bunker there, the Archer bunker, okay, which has one or two of his wizards in it, okay? I think it had both wizards in it right now, alright? That's the fucking plan. My Goblins get in, the fucking K-Pack rolled a 2-2-1. If I would have known that, I would have just done the damn Savages. I think the Savages had a better chance. I swear to fucking God. That is some bullshit. Alright. So, like I said, his fuck up did not really fuck up. He's fine where he's at. I'm the one who's gonna get fucked up now, but those damn Cataphracts that are on my right side. Shooting, I'm gonna shoot my Doom Diver into them. I end up killing off one because that's all I could really see, and then close combat, I end up getting, or magic, I ended up doing Bring the Pain and Wheel turns over here. Close combat here, my Goblins are destroying this 20-man block of skeletons, which I think the squad is awesome for shit like this. I think that when people come back, they don't realize that damn Goblins to be annoying as fuck like this. Over here, close combat. My Shady Gits end up doing 3 wounds, right? He goes ahead and he starts killing off Shady Gits. He ends up... Actually, I think he kills like one guy, to be honest. So, I don't think he realized the potential of the I got the charge, the flank, the big flank, the 2 banners, 3 ranks. And then I ended up doing, like, I think like 3 or 4 wounds, right? That is... And he did, like, 1 back, because he just flubbed his roll. But still, that's like 7 combat res or more. The guy, if they just popped. They just popped. And his character's right there. I could see him. I say. Now, I think that it's just a far overrun. I don't even know. I ended up turning my guys around like so. I don't even think that's a proper center. But I ended up turning my guys around like so to face his Cataphracts. I can't fail getting into that unit of the bunker. If I get into that bunker without, with him seeing me still with the Cataphracts, I'm screwed. That his Cataphract unit should not be there. His Cataphract unit on the left should be dead. On the right, yeah, I get it. They kill my squigs. On the left, they should not be there. Ugh. Anyways, I go ahead and I reform like so. It's his turn. Undying Dynasties turn 5. He charges his 4 Cataphracts into my Savages. Not only is it 4, but he's going to go ahead and restore wounds and get them back to like 6 of them. 5 and 6. There you go. Over here, he does charge in with this unit, and he does wipe out my Bazooka and the Horde. I think I just like flubbed the rolls. Couldn't pass the steadfast check. He killed my character. Dead. Over here, I end up killing off the last of the skeletons, and basically that's how the table looks. He ends up calling the game here. We had probably like 15 minutes left, but I don't think my chariots at this point will be able to finish him off. And in all fairness, I'm just gonna walk away from all his stuff. I mean, I could charge in. That's like, I mean, oh, they have regen up too, so they have regen up. He's the one who brings it up. He says we could call it here. I think he could have finished me off for a 20-0. Ends up being a 17-3. I do think I misplayed my chaff a little bit. I played it a little too fast looking back at this game. And again, this is just hindsight. Like I said, I've been playing at least 1 or 2 games a day ever since Buckeyes. But before Buckeyes, I haven't played a game in months. So I feel like, A, it's the rust. I think, B, that kind of... It's a hindsight thing. And it's kind of fun to play the game or watch the game play out now how it went with my mindset now, because my mindset now has a lot different tools and tactics. I think I didn't have to be so scared. I think I was playing a little too conservative in the beginning, and I think that with my tools now especially, that this would be a totally different match if we were to go up again. I think I would love to play his list again. I think he didn't even like his list, to be honest. and that is the third, well, technically the fourth ambulance passing by in one video in 24 minutes. Part of it, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right now, today's like Chicago's having a heat wave. It's like 106 degrees outside, so I could see why all these ambulances are passing by. It's probably a bunch of old ladies dying. But besides that, let's see. I think, like I said, Phil didn't even really like his list. I think I could probably just threw the Savages in onto those cataphracts when he was already weakened. I think that the fact that I waited to try to get into this perfect charge with the chariots kind of was... It was probably the wrong way to go, to be honest. Alright, so I chalk it up. I take a 3-point loss. At least I got 3 points, right? Let's go into the next game. Let's go into Game 2. Game 2, I should be able to play somebody who's extremely easy, who just got tabled. And guess who I'm playing? I'm playing Shannon motherfucking Powell. Shannon motherfucking Powell. Shannon the Powerhouse Powell. God damn it! That is not cool! Jesus Christ, I'm supposed to fucking submarine up by playing an easy guy. Round 2, Jeff. Why the hell did Jeff put me against Shannon freaking Powerhouse Powell? That is your new nickname, Shannon. Jesus Christ. Anyways. Guys, that's my take on this game. MVP, probably, I guess Baxter, because Baxter took the most amount of points. Let me see who took. You'll see the points being popping up right in front of your screen. But it looks like, yeah, Baxter took 450 points. Closest up to them was probably Bazooka and the Horde taking out the Tomb Reapers by themselves. And then the Savages taking a good chunk of points as well. Doom Divers actually were pretty spot on this game. They did a good amount of damage, taking out a freaking Tomb Reaper at a time, a Cataphract at a time. It's just that he's rebuilding bodies faster than I could kill him, because I don't think that my list was very maximized. Overall, Phil Blake's a great guy to play against. I actually have no problems with Phil. He's a pretty solid player. And I'll see him in Serbia at ETC. I didn't look at his list. I didn't get down to that far in the list. I've been going through the alphabetical order on the ETC list, so I'm only on Empire right now because I've been combing through every list. But I'm excited to get these games out. Like I said, I have literally 2 weeks till my flight out to actually to Budapest first, then Serbia second, for the ETC. And basically, I'm just trying to get these battle reports out as fast as possible. So I'm going to do one today. I'm going to try to do one on like Sunday, and then try to do a couple more during the week. Just trying to get them out because I got the 5 games at Buckeyes. This is one. I have 2 more games outside of Buckeyes against Jeff Durham and Luke Nickel, and hoping just to get those games out to you as fast as possible. I don't want to go to Serbia with any videos in my backlog. If I have any videos in my backlog, I'm probably just going to forfeit them and just go straight into ETC. So I'm going to at least get Buckeyes done in this week coming up. All right, guys. So you got that to look up to, looking forward to. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it. If you do like it, hit like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys would like to show further support, you can always go to my Patreon. Anything helps, to be honest. The trip to Serbia, the trip to Serbia costs a lot of money. Trip to ETC every year costs a lot of money. So anything really does help. $1, $2, or whatever you feel would be a good donation. Would be greatly appreciated. And see you guys next time. Till then, take care and peace.